ravens.
They've all gone. No.
There's still three.
There's three.
Where have they gone?
Where's they gone?
She did it. What does it mean?
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the gloom, the smallest hints of shape, sound, thought, grew in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
Rook, the gate is open! Open!
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. It's like it doesn't want to kill her. Yet, it will gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillion before her time comes?
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
2-minute puzzles, Nick.
Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth. The man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish he could have seen my home before these dark times.
I'm honestly so confused. It's like the one thing that's put me off this game just now is the puzzles. Do not enjoy puzzles because they're not spelled. Just a matter of that's what changes. Yep. That's what I'm doing. Yep. Right, so yeah. Let's go if this thing fucking breaks. Nice.
Broken. The gate is
And
open. Open.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me.
Oh my god. Well, it only took us 20 minutes to get through the puzzle.
Are you too? Where are we? I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, it strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom. drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no
What the
coming
fuck is
back.
going on?
But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see.
Oh my god.
Now, you led me to the wilds. You trapped me there. We can reach. Defend yourself.
Oh, you pussy.
He's gone.
Nope.
Stop them. Take him down. Take him down.
Back up. Wait, call for that again. Big bastard. Ow. Dude.
She's going to die.
I'm not dying yet.
Slow. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Fuck her. Just gotta keep it
End it.
Fuck.
Overwhelming her surrounding. She knows what she's doing. Remember the warrior trials. Give up. It's nearly over.
Right. Ah.
Defend yourself. Focus. Focus now. Go.
potion. But not this time!
You're not killing me, bastard.
The Mark of Valravan, one of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for truth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
I'm coming. I still hear you.
Nice. Another 90 gamer score. You beat that bastard. Oh, finally, man. I really thought I was going to die in that fight. We fucking kicked his ass.
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And there she saw them. Elusive. Shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. In the trees, the mountains, caves.
Nope, I am not looking for the fucking faces. Okay, that was actually a pretty awesome fight.
Can you see the faces too?
No,
They're
looking
there,
for them.
if you look for them.
Mother?
Oh. I'm looking for them then.
Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua
This is
to
just
see
getting
all
weirder.
things that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over. She misses her so much.
The voices are just always fucking talking, man. It is so creepy. But it's actually kind of useful because then it's a little extra dialogue to listen to. So that's always good. What was the other one? Is it not fire? Illusion in fire or something? What do you want? Where's the damn shield? I'm smart, I
Come this way. Going.
through your bitch.
She needs to go back.
She can't.
It won't open.
Why won't it open?
Why won't it open?
There's another challenge.
She hasn't challenged Cert.
Okay. Now we've got this door.
Surt, the fire giant has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind. And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua,
There's a fire giant.
and spill his blood.
Awesome.
She found the wretched old fool
I see
on
another
her way
face.
back from the wilds. An outcast. He was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him. He was not long for this world. Like her,
Senua,
who spoke of his own
each
darkness.
little man is gazing towards
The
different
Northmen.
horizons. Some of
The
us
fucking voice in
further
my
than
head. Shut up.
others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
Thanks, ghostly mother. Oh, motherfucker!
End it now. This is near. They've surrounded you.
Strong enough. You're winning.
Finished. They've come for you.
Nice.
You're close.
Him.
We're getting good at this.
I can still smell it. A sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. Do you hear them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
You can hear the rooms.
Anyway.
Focus.
Follow the screams.
Why?
The screams will help you. What's that sound? They're screaming.
Are they screaming?
I don't think it's going to be there. May need to go to another spot.
You can hear the rooms. Screams will help you. Focus. Now.
Like there.
The fence.
The path to Hellham is sealed to the living, but you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened.
I'm getting better at these puzzles. Again, that was an easy one. Easy-ish.
When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, and slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of? I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
Is there going to be a...
Too many of them. Good position. Don't let it. Finish this.
Ow. I didn't mean it.
Use your sword. Use your strength. Do it. He's gone.
Take that lunge. Fuck. Yep.
Too slow. Do it. You're close. Finish him.
Nice.
When you see a fire gate of soot, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through. Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to soot.
There's the fire.
Focus.
This is cool.
I'll give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
is through there.
He's waiting for her. You can't get through. How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth, scent.
Yeah.
Find your own path.
There's always another way.
There's always a way.
Find your own way.
You just have to find it. He's waiting for you.
It was never going to be that easy.
He's waiting. Cert
Is waiting
He
for
can't
you.
get through. Find
The Northmen tell this story. Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world.
The first giant emir.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it? And then
Everything will burn.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt,
Straight
the
down that way.
foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel.
It's basically as soon as I jump off from
Waging war against all the gods, he will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
The Northmen made fire
never
sacrifices,
mind.
burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt. I searched
yeah.
for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes. But they just screamed like helpless pigs.
So we've done that way and it's straightforward, basically. I think. That's horrifying. No, that way. Yeah, we're getting there.
Do your gods answer your prayers, Senua? I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
Dramatic. Okay, going to do this again.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
Where the fuck am I going? Yeah, this isn't right. Unless that's the path I'm Where do I need to go? Ah, fucking hell.
The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things.
Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
Ooh, nice. Now we need this. Now back up a bit. As I get closer. I was in the right angle. Nice. Let's go. Come on. That's so horrifying. I'm stuck on.
Come this far.
Oh, you little bitch. Oh my god. I don't know what the fuck happened.
The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the
Okay.
destiny of the god. Asgard will be attacked by certain fire.
You say your world has collapsed. Good. Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to the prime!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
This is fucked up. Now, no more puzzles, let me just fight this guy. Then we've made it. I think. I hope. We've got another puzzle. I feel like there's more puzzles than there is story just now. I mean, I like to play casually, I like to enjoy the story and just push through it. I don't know, this is kind of getting a bit much.
Tell me truth. How did you escape your darkness?
Senua, once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it. Unclouded by fear, I could see it clearly in others. Even my captors
There we go.
feared the fire of Surt. And so, during one raid, I took my chance and ran, knowing that they would not follow. The fool ran into the fire. They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am. Free.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
Where the fuck is this then? Ah, right. Now we need this one. It isn't up there.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
Nope. Right, this way then. should be it. Unless it's the other side of that, actually. Another puzzle done. There we go. And then this way.
Senua, if I can survive the fire of Surt and escape my darkness, then so can you.
Run, Senua! Run! Through the fire! Keep running! Go on! Nothing will stop you! Run, Senua! Run! Through the fire!
And that's to do with the fate, I think.
Don't. She's dying.
It's empty. It's empty.
Holy shit, man.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from here.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Come on.
Spill the blood of Surt.
Wow.
Take his mark, and I will cheer you from the underworld and forever be your dead.
You destroyed everything, everyone, but not me. Fight me now.
You made it big. Whoa. Nice.
You can do this.
Focus.
Focus now.
Oh, that's right. Good. disappointment, son.
For every battle won, a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on.
Okay, so we just slayed that fucker.
Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep it.
I die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have. To find your answers. Your quest. Your truth.
Okay, nice. So that is him defeated.
Truth was a troubled man. A scholar turned slave. They tortured him. Took him with them on their raids. Drove him to madness. Spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world.
Yeah, do it that way.
Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. His tales of hell were true. Then that was the source of it. She learned everything
So
she
we'll get
could
back
from
to the
him,
door, and then I'll
until
finish
she
off
too
with
could
food.
see what he saw.
And yeah, ready for the next part. Let's go. That should be pretty awesome. Do go up this way, don't it? I'm assuming I do. Yeah. Then this will take us back to the door. That was actually pretty awesome.
Have
A
you
lot
ever
of
died before?
puzzles, but
It's a serious question.
I'm liking the story.
When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it.
I'll go this way.
A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before. And she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
But you're supposed to be hyping me up. Oh yeah, here we go.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. So yeah, I'll end this here. Go get food, and we will continue on and cross this damn bridge to whatever the fuck is next. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm actually really enjoying this game now. It is definitely one I'm gonna play all the way through. It is awesome. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying. I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video /